Death of 2 American soldiers and 1 U.S. interpreter. Hello, Lucas.
Mike, good afternoon. This is what we know right now. 2 U.S. Army soldiers have been killed. 1 American civilian interpreter have been killed. 3 other U.S. service members have been wounded in an ambush in central Syria, in the city of Palmyra, a former ISIS stronghold. We have confirmation from the Pentagon in a statement. I'll read it for our viewers. It reads, quote, "Today in Palmyra, Syria, 2 United States Army soldiers and 1 civilian U.S. interpreter were killed and 3 were wounded. The attack occurred as the soldiers were conducting a key leader engagement. Their mission was in support of ongoing counter-ISIS, counterterrorism operations in the region. The soldiers' name, as well as their identifying information, will be withheld for 24 hours, subject to next of kin notification." If you have a map of Syria, Mike, you could put on the screen to show our viewers where Palmyra is. It's in central Syria. It's a former ISIS stronghold. A key part of that statement I just read said that the American soldiers were with partnered Syrian forces doing a key leader engagement. That can be a very vulnerable time for any of our viewers who have deployed to Iraq or Afghanistan. No, you're not moving. You're meeting in a building, sometimes out in the open. So security would have been very tight. While the ISIS caliphate has been defeated in President Trump's first term, the U.S. Central Command is saying that the killer of these American soldiers and the interpreter was a, quote, lone ISIS gunman. More evidence that these sleeper cells still exist. There are roughly 900 American troops still on the ground in Syria to keep ISIS defeated. There's also a secondary purpose. For years, Iran used Syria as a forward operating base, transiting weapons from Tehran to Beirut for years. You had Hezbollah, Iranian-backed group inside Lebanon. That's where the weapons were moving to. And so with President Bashar al-Assad now out of Syria, it's about a year ago this weekend, this month, in fact, Mike, have a new president of Syria. As you can see there, the map of Syria, a new president, al-Shara, who just a year ago had a $10 million bounty on his head because of his ties to al-Qaeda. But he's somebody the White House wants to work with. In fact, the president of Syria was just at the White House here just a month ago. The point is the U.S. wants to have strong, closer ties to Syria, wants to keep ISIS defeated, wants to keep Iran out of the country. But again, today, tragedy, an ambush in central Syria during this key leader engagement. 2 U.S. Army soldiers killed, 1 American civilian interpreter killed, and 3 other service members wounded, Mike.
We saw a tough reaction from Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, and obviously we await word from the Commander-in-Chief perhaps later this afternoon on next steps in terms of the operation in Syria, Lucas.